Hello everyone, how are you doing? So let's start carbohydrate. So carbohydrates are an important class of naturally occurring organic compounds. So it's an important class of naturally occurring organic compounds. As I've written over here, organic compounds. So what's the meaning of organic compounds? Organic compounds mean they are composed of mainly carbon and hydrogen and also oxygen. So they are composed of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, and they are an important class of naturally occurring organic compounds. Okay. So some examples of carbohydrate we are going to take a look. So I'm going to write down examples of carbohydrate. Examples. So the first example is going to be glucose. This is found in grape. Glucose is found in grape. And then fructose. Fructose is found in honey. After fructose, sucrose. Sucrose is found in cane. It's a kind of cane sugar, or sugar cane you can say. After sucrose, starch. Starch is found in potatoes. And after that, cellulose. Cellulose is found in wood and also grasses. So these are the important examples of carbohydrate. Glucose is found in grape. Fructose is found in honey. Sucrose is found in sugarcane. Starch is found in potatoes, and cellulose found in wood and grasses. And all these glucose, fructose, sucrose, starch, cellulose are organic compound, important class of organic compounds. That means these are important class of naturally occurring organic compound. That means glucose, fructose, sucrose, starch, and cellulose are composed of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Okay. And now let's take a look at the name of carbohydrate. Carbohydrate. So this particular name carbohydrate is actually made up of two names. First is carbon and the second is hydrate. Carbon and hydrate. The meaning of hydrate is actually H2O, that is water. Okay. So carbohydrate is an organic compound. That means definitely carbon is present inside the carbohydrate. But later, after the discovery of the chemical structure of carbohydrate, water molecule was not found inside of it. Carbon was definitely found inside of it, but water molecule was absent. Water molecule was not found as such. Therefore, we can say that this carbohydrate, this particular name, carbohydrate, is actually an incorrect name. So we are going to write down that the name carbohydrate is incorrect. The name carbohydrate is incorrect because water molecule is not found as such. Water, that means hydrate molecule, is not found as such. But the name carbohydrate persists. That means it still exists because it firmly rooted in the chemical nomenclature. But this incorrect name carbohydrate is still being used because it firmly rooted in the chemical nomenclature. For example, like someone used this name for carbohydrate, and this kind of name was in use. People have been using this kind of name from a long time, therefore they didn't change this name, and it's still being used. That means it firmly rooted in the chemical nomenclature. So many incorrect name has still been in use. And so, for example, like Even in physics, you have heard about conventional current, that people believe that conventional current flow from positive to negative terminal. But later, after the discovery of electron, it was found out that actually it flows from the negative terminal to positive terminal. But still, many people, this is in a kind of use in physics, that conventional current flow from positive to negative terminal, because it firmly rooted, it firmly rooted. It's a kind of, conventional theory. That's why carbohydrate name is incorrect, because water molecule is not found as such, but it still persists because it firmly rooted in the chemical nomenclature. That means someone used this nomenclature and is still in use. No one has changed it, you know, because when microscope was not invented, and also biochemistry, so many biochemical concepts didn't come, then it was still believed that carbohydrate has water inside of it. But after the discovery of microscope, and after you know X-ray spectroscopy and so many new technologies, when the chemical structure of carbohydrate was discovered, it was found out that water molecule doesn't exist. But when there were no technologies, then it was believed that water molecule was found inside of it. But later, water molecule was not found inside of it. So that time, when technologies were not introduced, then when the people were believing that water molecule exists inside of the carbohydrate, so they used the name carbon plus hydrate, that is carbohydrate. And later, this name firmly rooted in the chemical nomenclature, and people still use this name carbohydrate. But we know that this name is actually incorrect, but we have to use it because it firmly rooted in the chemical nomenclature. So we can write down one more thing, that the name carbohydrate is incorrect because water molecules are not found as such, but the name persists. So but the name persists because it firmly rooted, because this name is fixed, rooted in the chemical nomenclature. So I hope this point is clear right now. And one more thing you will have to know about carbohydrate is that carbohydrate is often referred to as saccharides. So carbohydrate, I'm going to make a star mark over here because it's an important point. So, and this one is also important point, okay? So carbohydrate are often referred to as saccharides. And this word saccharide has been derived from a Latin word saccharum. Saccharum, this saccharum word is a Latin word, Latin language word, and the meaning of saccharum is sugar, and sugars are sweet in taste. And why this name saccharide is given? Because of the sweet taste, because of the sweet taste of the simpler member of the class. In the next videos, you will learn about there are simpler members named as monosaccharides and oligosaccharides. They are the classes of carbohydrate. So those simpler members actually taste sweet. If you're going to taste them, they're going to taste sweet, and that's why they are called as That's why carbohydrate as a whole called as, because of those simpler members which are sweet in taste, those simpler member of carbohydrate which are sweet in taste, because of those simpler members, carbohydrate is also called as saccharide. Saccharide means, saccharide derived from a Latin word saccharum, that means sugar, and sugar is considered as sweet in taste. So I hope this point is clear right now. So again, let's take a look at it again. So carbohydrate, important class of naturally occurring organic compound. Organic compound is composed of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Examples, you already saw the examples. And carbohydrate, carbon plus hydrate. Carbon is found inside of the carbohydrate, but hydrate, that means water molecule, is not found inside of the carbohydrate. It was found out in the later discoveries of the chemical structure of carbohydrate that carbon is actually found but water is absent. But that means the name carbohydrate is incorrect, but still in use because it's firmly rooted in the chemical nomenclature. Okay. And carbohydrate is often referred to as saccharides. Saccharides means sugar, derived from a Latin word saccharum, that means sugar. Sugar is often considered as sweet. So why carbohydrate is called as saccharides? Because the a simpler member of this class, carbohydrate, is sweet in taste, and because of those particular simpler members, carbohydrate is also called as saccharides. That means sugar.